And the moment we've all been waiting for, well, at least me. Gold label, McFarlane Batwing, 34 inches. Let's open this up and see if the juice is worth the squeeze. Whew, this thing's gonna be massive. And it is gray. Alright, let's get the fuselage out. Like there's some bits in there I need to get out. Alright, you get a set of instructions. You get this wall mount plate, which is pretty cool. Take that little base out. Oh, there's a collector card underneath. But you can either screw this thing into a stud, or they do provide some wall anchors if you need to use those for just sheetrock. 2 metal rods that are going to stick here and here in case you want to hang this thing on the wall. It is massive. I don't think I could understand how massive this thing was. I thought my Spinmaster's 27-inch was big, but this sucker's gonna be huge. So let's unwrap. That plastic there to set that on. Okay. Okay, first part's these little pikes that stick out the front, and they are marked left and right. Pop in place here. They don't really lock in real significantly, but it's in pretty easy. These tail fins are marked right there. So there's right. And left is again marked a little tabby down there, and you can see there's the left. So I do like that they're marking stuff, because not everything is intuitive for everybody. I'll do this without of course I didn't have it on camera view, but snaps into place pretty easy. Almost done building this thing. So R and R, same thing on this side. There's an L right there, and then way down in there there's an L. Also there's a slot here that's going to be on the top side. Like I said, they're kind of curved up, so it kind of threw me off for a sec, but everything's marked, so take your time, no problems. Let's snap these in. slides in. There we go. There's not, these don't really pop in like super solid filling, so I don't know if it's as easy to take it apart. I don't know, it's massive. All right, up close underneath side, I got the landing gear flipped down, then we'll roll it over, take a look at the cockpit, all that stuff. But paintwork, I really like it. Even though this looks a lighter gray, like a gray, not really a dark black. I'm digging it. I'm actually digging it. You got the weathered finish on there, which is cool. None of these guns or anything like that flip out, which is unfortunate. We do have our landing gear, and unfortunately those are hard plastic, kind of a hollow plastic, but they do roll on the wheels. Those should be rubber. At this price point, I think, my opinion. Here we got some turbines there, it looks like to me, to help this thing hover, because it is the Batwing, and he does have a bottom side canopy, so he can check out what's underneath him. Very handy if you don't have a HUD that displays like the modern fighter jets that can display virtually all around them and eliminate blind spots. So that's the underside. Let's flip it over. All right, let's take a look at the top side. Again, I like the finish. I like it. It's actually painted. Well, it looks to me painted. I don't know if it's actually molded in this lighter gray. I don't know. And then they did the weathering, but I really like that compared to their Batmobile. But let's look at the cockpit. And okay, there's a latch right there. There's like a button here to release. And let's take a look inside, see what we got. Excellent. We actually have some detail, some paint work in there. Much better than the Batmobile as far as different colors and things like that. This does not have any type of lights or sound. Cockpit for one. So in the movie, I do believe you could put 2 more in the back. This one is it was a single seat up front, so at least that part seems pretty accurate. There's what the wheels look like when it's just sitting on the wheels. A little dark under there, but it does kind of have a slant forward, which is kind of cool. Got our 7-inch McFarlane Batman, Michael Keaton. Let's get him in there. Let's see how he looks in the cockpit. There we go. You in? There we go. Okay. Batman looking good in this one. I don't know if I have him sitting down quite enough. His ears are on the bat suit are touching the canopy on barely, but I might be able to pose him a little better in there. But those ears were a tight fit in the Batmobile as well. Man, I like this. Now, let's put the Batmobile up next to it so you can see the color difference, because just on its own, the Batwing with this kind of this gray, gunmetal gray color, whatever they're calling it, or whatever you want to call it, not bad. But, okay, Batwing looking good, looking good. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Wow, that's shocking. So, it's hard to get both these in camera view sitting here. The black on the Batmobile is just kind of a shocking color difference between the Batwing. The Batwing being that gray, that lighter gray color. Even the gray on this canopy here, this light gray they stuck us with for the Batmobile, is darker than the finish on the Batwing. Dadgum. What do you guys think about that? However, I will say that the finish is like 10 times better, as you know, what we get. Color difference aside, being a gray instead of a black color, the finish it actually has a finish on it. You know, weathered finish all that stuff. So I'll take that compared to the shiny plastic on the Batmobile and the different color canopy. Enough about the Batmobiles. Check out that video if you want to see me unbox that. But dadgum, this thing's cool. I'm still happy with this Batwing. I'm happy with this Batwing. Happy with my purchase. Is the juice worth the squeeze for you? Dadgum, he looks good in there. Batman looks good in the cockpit of the Batwing. You have to make that decision on your own. This thing is still available. I think it's like $2.5 bills right now. Individual. If you get it in the mega bundle like I did, you know, that mega bundle is $100 off. It's still available. It was already a better value, and you get all this stuff. You may or may not want all this stuff, but it averages it all out, probably to a price point, depending on how you want to take the money off, where this is a better price point for most. But this thing's huge. It's massive. I'm gonna have to hang this up. I'm gonna have so many Batwings hanging up on. I have a Batwing in every room. Spinmaster up on top. Right away you can see the color difference. We got the black, kind of just the black plastic, molded in plastic finish on the Spinmaster compared to that lighter gray. I still like the paintwork on the McFarlane better, but other than the gray is definitely apparent when you compare it to something else Batman. Sitting on top of each other, what do you think? It doesn't seem as big of a difference, but when you're holding them, it is definitely massive seeming. So Spinmaster up top was what, 27 inches. Spinmaster much cheaper. Check out that vid if you want. But some of you may cringe because I've set this on top of my McFarland, but it's fine. It's fine, don't worry. Of course, the big knock on the Spinmaster is not really going to show up in the camera right now, but the wings were not finished underneath. Whereas the McFarlane, you get a full finished Batwing. You actually have guns. That's another difference. They don't pop out. I mean, you got guns that are apparent, whereas the Spinmaster you don't. And then, of course, Spinmaster has this huge coffin for a cockpit. So I'll take this one, the McFarlane. Let me know which one do you like better. Before with the 27-inch Spinmasters, there is a stud right next to where I put the monkey hook, so it's going to be almost the same. It'll be pretty much centered in this wall. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 screws and stud mount. Okay, there it is. Studs are in place. You know, you can run a level on top of that there, and then snug up your screws, depending on what type of screws you're using. Had a little bit of wiggle room. Mine are snugged up, it's pretty level. And I didn't have to use the anchors. These go into, these screws are going into studs. So putting these little plugs that, if you take these posts out, they would go in there. So I'm just going to tuck them in this little hatch area. Put this cover back on. I forgot which way this cover went. There it is. Cool. Alright, and those posts are going to go right on the underside. I went ahead and put the wheels up, and those posts will stick right in here where these undercarriage thrusters are. Alright, there it is. The McFarlane Batwing up on the wall. Yeah, I'm glad I went ahead and put this one up. I swapped out the Spinmaster version. I'm going to put that one probably down in the basement in my workout area, but I want to show you underneath the space that you'll have, just kind of as a judge there, I guess. But I'm trying to put my 2 fingers up in there, because this thing, those posts, it may be easier once I pop it off, if I have to pop it off, put it back on again. But you know, at first it was hard to get lined up, put it on there, and it was like kind of, didn't really feel secure. Gave it a little push right over these areas here, kind of pushed in, and pop, they secured up into the Batwing. So just be advised, it does sit in there secure. It's not going to be, if it's loose, then you know, it should be in there pretty secure. That's about, it's hard to get a view of it. That's about as much space you're gonna have right there. Awesome, love it. Wow. It's big. Kind of a table here, so I can't get right up on it, but oh my goodness. It fits well there though. Nice. All right, that's it. Let's wrap it up right there. Post up your comments down below. Are you gonna get this Batwing, or did you get it? What do you think? Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and share this video out. Help me out. Much obliged, much appreciated. Boom.